Okay, so we've been going over straight ankle lock, right? We're gonna go over entries and exits today. Basically, ways to get into the ankle lock and ways to bail when we can't get it, if that makes sense. Now, I'm a firm believer that one should only attempt to do ankle locks or leg locks in general when the leg is close to you, right? In this standing position, right, the closest thing to me is his legs. Ooh, right? I can attack his legs because they are what is close to me, right? If he puts his legs over there and I'm like, how do I leg lock him? I'm being dumb, right? I should be breaching the gap. We're going to establish chest to chest, etc., all that stuff. There's only times when the leg is close to me that I'm going to attack it, right? So if you wanted a standard standing entry, right, I would squat and lift, right? Legs are still close, walk in, right? Easy way to control someone, his hips can't go any higher, submission, right? Easy enough. Now, roles reversed, can you stand for me? If I am down here and he is up there, I am close to his legs, right? So my ability to attack his legs is greater, right, than my ability to say armbar him, because his chest is way up there, right? I suppose I could, work him down here, bring those close to me. Now, if they're close and I want to attack, then I can do so, right? If the legs are the closest thing to me, this is what I should be attaching to or attacking, right? So once I break them down, right, playing the same game that we played the other day, isolation, etc., setting them down to a hip, I'm looking to attack these legs because they are close to me. Now, this goes in multiple categories though, not just in standing or in some type of supine leg lock positioning, right? If he sit up into, I'll take butterfly. If I'm here and I'm doing air quote a shoulder crunch, right? And he lifts his leg close to me because he's trying to alleviate the pressure, right? Now his leg is close to me. When his leg is close, I can air quote attack his legs. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is what our entries are going to be based off of, right? If we're standing, if the legs are close to us, we're going to attach to them and either choose to fall backwards and do our straight ankle lock or finish it standing into our straight ankle lock. But this is the entry for standing. If we're in the reverse, right, I'm going to do some method, right, of taking him to the floor, isolating his leg, and doing a straight ankle lock. Does that make sense? I want you to get tons and tons of reps of you seeing where the leg is close to you in a ton of different positions, right? And then going for your leg lock, and specific an ankle lock. Does that make sense? Any questions of what I want, what we're gonna try to do? All right, go play. Okay, stand for me. So I want us to start focusing on attacking from the seated position to the legs, right? If we're standing, we have the option of progressing, aka passing the guard, and that should be our primary because it offers more secure, in my personal opinion, better attacking positions to where our opponent can't also attack us. I have an equal amount of ability to attack his leg, if not greater, while I sit on the floor because I can employ 4 weapons and he can employ 2, right? See how I can attach? I do not require my feet to stand. He requires his feet to stand, so he can attack me with air quote 3 things if he steps on me or something of that fashion, right? This is how he can utilize his weapons. Because I am seated, my attacking ability at this range is greater to his legs. His ability to attack my upper body is greater than mine to attack his though. So trade-offs, right? And also we're under the assumption there are no strikes, right? Fun. So under that logic, I want us in this sport, right, to look at attacking the legs from the seated position. Does that make sense? Now, if that is establishing one type of knocking down, aka I'm not allowing him to step back and I simply push, right, woo, we can see that it causes a fall effect, right? If that causes me getting grips on this person, doing the same form or fashion of force where I'm applying force, not allowing him to step back, again, he will fall, right? I can widen his base, putting me in between him and his base, then attaching myself to said leg, right? Pushing, pulling, making it light, etc. All of these are going to stem from me getting some type of contact with this person, and preferably an inside form of some form of control, right? Of one of my feet or a hand. Does that make sense? Now, I'm going to want to break this person down, right? Even if I just do 2 feet and the push, cool, we have a dummy sweep, right? I want to establish a little bit more control, and I want it to be more realistic and live, right? He's not going to stand there and let me do this, pull myself forward and be right here to attack him. That's just not how we play jiu-jitsu, right? So if we were playing jiu-jitsu, how would you be right now?
Me right now?
Yeah.
From this position?
Yeah, from this position, you have to attack a seated opponent.
I mean, I'll probably try to come good right. You so? Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Something to get around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You would attack the upper body,
Yeah.
which is exactly what everyone does. All right. So I want you to keep that same concept
Okay.
and try to attack. Okay, what are we seeing?
Scrambling.
Looks that way, right? He wants to attach to my upper body, right? He comes to make attachment. If he clears my legs, I can no longer really attach myself effectively to his legs if he can secure this type of inside positioning. If he cannot, I can still attach myself to his leg. Other way of looking at it, right? He's going to want to touch me, right? His point that he wants to touch, he goes to touch. What do you think you want to touch? Excellent. What is this?
2-on-1.
Perfect. Right, so we're looking to establish some form of 2-on-1, right? Typically, we don't want to do this grip. We want a C grip on top. And we want to get behind the elbow.
Is it just because it's harder to pull away?
Correct, right? So if I can get this grip, which is the most common, lift your hand up. Super weak to that. Lift your hand up.
It
Lift my
burns
rib.
it into the bar.
Yeah. That was
Okay.
The real thing I actually want is his elbow, or technically behind his tricep. Now I can use this for a wrestle up, I can use this for a sweep, or I can use this for that leg entry that we were just talking about, right? Or, right, when he's coming for those types of grips, I choose a line, aka a side, right, and I start to attack the base in that manner. Go ahead and play. Make a sense? All right, another way of doing this is overfilling the inside position. We go. Does that make sense? Okay, so I want you to start looking at how to attack the base from just the seated position to the standing position, knowing that there will be some type of resistance and they're trying to achieve the same air quote goal. Now, you can do different methods, right? AKA leaving a foot out and sitting like this. This allows you to come up better, You can do the double method of this. I don't really care, right? I just want you to get in the practice of being able to break an opponent down from a standing position. Tracking? Perfect. Go play. So for our very basic entry, what we're going to do is we're just going to take this person, right? And we're either going to separate their legs, aka I'm going to come in and separate their legs, and in doing so I'm going to attach myself, wrapping it around, right? And either turning with it and bellying down. Ooh, cool. Right, very easy way of doing this, right? I'm going to engage in the hand fight, pulling them to where they're touching the floor, and I'm going to scoop their leg up, right? And then we're just going to primarily focus on that one, getting people's hands to touch the floor, right? So we can scoop their leg up, nice and easy. We're going to do the wrap around, the pinching, right? Grabbing our grip, getting our extension, inside hip control, rotation, right? As Nia's now pointed out, right? This is powerful, boom, boom, easy finish, right? Now, I want to learn, right here, how do I get out of this position when I can't get the ankle out? He's real strong, right? I can't get his fucking ankle to break. I'm like, well, fuck. I'm not just gonna cook myself and stay here and fight a leg battle with a super strong dude that I might just lose. So how do I get out, right? Do I put the leg in front of me and lift it up, building myself height, like so? Do I clear it to the underside so I gain double inside positioning? Do I go on the underside and pass it to the outside? Scoot this way just a riddle. Okay. Do I step over and build height? These are all options, right? If I'm here, right, and I want to get up, right, because he's laying back and he's actually got my ankle, right, and I step over, right, and I do something of this fashion, right, he can't really try to belly down or any of that nonsense.
Yeah.
Can't, right? He gonna let go of my arm, I assure you.
Yeah.
If he can. Because if he can't, he gonna tap. If he can, he's gonna let go.
Knee barring and cradling at the same time.
Oh. Now you can do this a whole bunch of different ways. Right? I don't really care what you do. Does that make sense? Right, if we're playing, go. 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 Make sense? Right? I want to be able to bail, right? But I want to be able to bail in a way that is safe and makes sense. I don't want to be like, Arrow, I can't get this ankle lock. I'm just gonna go, all right? I'm just gonna, okay, cool. Back just gave it up, right? I can't get the ankle lock, right? I'm just gonna try to climb up. Oh wait. Oh. Head got in front of my hips, right? If your head gets in front of your hips and your legs are not capable of being behind you, you're gonna get folded, whop, and your spine don't like that, I promise, right? So if I'm here and I wanna do something of that fashion, right? AK, I'm gonna take my foot, put it here, and I'm going to build up height. Knee cut, weird. Same motion, make sense? Okay, are we tracking how that works? How we can establish inside position. We can go around the outside. We can just lift the leg. Does that make sense? Y'all ready to try it?
Yeah, I think so.
Any questions on the subject? All right, go play.